What's up, y'all, in the chat, bro? Welcome in. Y'all welcome to say anything, you know what I'm saying? We can definitely talk it up. I haven't been live in a while, but yeah, I'm definitely trying to. The last few streams has been a little laggy, and so I'm gonna have to do some adjustments as far as my live streams. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to go ahead and talk about that, and I don't know. I really want to just go ahead and have a conversation, talk to y'all, tell you what I'm thinking about, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about. A lot of these days has been kind of, delayed and questionable, but I definitely want to get on here and just keep going and keep pushing. So, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Probably scoot up a little bit more here. Get in this passenger seat. But, yeah, so, yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So, yeah, so basically for me, I was just watching that Castanet and Mike Epps conversation. A really powerful speech by Mike Epps and Castanet for sure. And, it's deep. It's deep how, it seemed like what they were saying is basically be yourself, And I'm saying this even to myself. Like, I mean, it might not look like I'm in the right spot right now. It might not look like I have everything or it's the way that I want it to be. Or, problems or whatever. What's up, stars? What's up? How you doing? But yeah, it's deep, it's easy to get looking at somebody else's and what they got, and you're like, dang, I'm gonna never get to that point, or I got all these problems and I can't fix them, or whatever it is, and I just feel like, what Castanet and Mike Epps was saying was very powerful, like, man, just let me think about all the things I do have, the things I can walk, I can talk, I can see, my legs work, man, I can breathe. So I am appreciative of that, and I'm grateful, because it's so easy just to not be grateful of what I already have. You know what I'm saying? What else Mike Epps was saying was, shoot, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. Everybody shine at their own time. Everybody got their own little purpose that Yahuwah has for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a delay. It's alright, though. It's alright. I appreciate it, babe. But yeah. Greg, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you been? You still playing football? Or what's up? But yeah, it's deep, We got to be patient. We got to appreciate where we at. You know what I'm saying? Never give up. Keep trying new things. He said ages. Ages. Yeah, I don't be on live that much. I know it's pretty laggy. Forgive me on that part. I know the frames per second is really not all that great either. But yeah. RC Carson, what's up, bro? Yeah. Man. But I'm just appreciative, bro. It's just appreciative just to be able to say I have a little bit of stuff, even if it's not, shoot, biggest, I Show Speed or Castanet or these big people, but I'm able to do things that some people can't even do today, walk and talk and have freedom. Bro, what's up, bro? Happy birthday, Valentin Gonzalez. Happy birthday. And I'm just appreciative, bro. It's just the little stuff, and I feel like it'll keep me humble, keep me humble in the process of the process of growing, of being better. No problem, Valentin Gonzalez. I hope you have a wonderful birthday for sure. And and it keeps me grounded, because it's easy to say like, oh, I don't got that much stuff going on. Yes, sir, definitely. And I just think that that's the first step, to being happy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like happiness comes from within. That's what they were saying, you know what I'm saying, about Mike Epps and Castanet. It was like, man, happiness and grinding it's not looking on the outside, it's looking within. You know what I'm saying? You got to find that within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Find that, because it's not going to come from money. It's not going to come from material things. It's not going to come from me looking at somebody else wishing that I had what they got. It's going to come from me willing to put in the work, appreciate where I'm at. Man, the frames are crazy. I know it's probably lagging like crazy. My frames are 17, 18. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here. I know it's lagging. I have to figure out my situation with this little lag that I got. It's a big lag, actually. I'm looking at the stats. I know it's a big lag. But I'm appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get on here, seeing y'all conversate, you know what I'm saying? Seeing y'all and the people that I've been talking to in the last streams, and I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? So even where I'm lagging, y'all still showing up and y'all still, showing support with the comments. So I appreciate y'all for sure. So I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I see that I have a lot more room to grow, a lot more room to adjust, even within my family and my relationships I have with my family, you know what I'm saying? So it's tough, and I think that patience and happiness and wisdom and knowledge all go hand in hand. It's all these virtuous things that, you know what I'm saying, it's a opportunity that to be happy where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? No matter the situation. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that don't have vehicles or don't know how to do what you can do or I can do, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing to, like, okay, I'm happy where I'm at, but Yeah. So yeah, I know these frames per second is probably terrible. How old am I? I'm 25. I'm 25. So yeah, it's a blessing for sure. Just to be able to just keep going and keep grinding, you know. No matter what it looks like, no matter what the situation may present, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be grateful. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel inspired, bro. I just feel like I said, I just watch a little clip from Cassinet and Mike Epps, and it just like I'm always trying to find. I want to find motivation to keep going, to do what I want to do, and not doing this right now, talking and making music to just the little stuff. And I feel like me leaving my city job was probably the toughest thing that I could have done. But it's been the best thing for me to say, okay, I'm going to pursue what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I love to do this. I love to make music. I love to be my own businessman. You know what I'm saying? But I have to be willing to figure it out, you know? And right now, like, I left my full-time job to go on a limb. And it's tough. And it's real tough. I think about it often, like, man, I'm going to have to, it stops here. You know what I'm saying? The money stops right with me. You know what I'm saying? So I have to do what I have to do. But also I want to show my journey through, being on YouTube, being on Twitch, saying like, hey, like, this is how I started. And I'm not going to give up. I promise you. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to have to adjust, learn how to be better. Man, for real. That faith is everything. You got to believe it. Like, I got to believe it for anybody else to believe it. Like, I want to make YouTube and Twitch a thing, and be better at it, so have faith, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to trust into something that you don't see, like honestly, I'm not making money on YouTube, obviously, but I have faith that I will. I have faith that if I keep grinding, like if I, just like Cassinet said, like putting belt to butt, like I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep doing everything that I can. Everything in my power. What's up? Yeah, look like a Russian language. What's up, bro? What's up? As long as I keep grinding, bro, then that's all I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And love to do it, bro. What else can I ask for? What else can I ask for but to love it? Love the process. I loved every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody started from humble beginnings. Well, I know I am right now. I'm at a humble beginning right now. And I know for sure that this is not the end, and then this is not where I'm going to stop, And I encourage everybody else, whatever you're doing, make sure you love to do it. Don't sit here and go do something that you don't like to do. It's pointless. It's sickening, literally. Definitely don't think that you can do it. And that's what they were saying too, like, even if anything does happen in life, Sacrifice, yes, sir. And that's, man. And man, whatever it takes. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm like, whatever it takes, whatever I gotta do. I mean, I feel like I'm not only, this ain't just for me, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm paving the way for my children or people that's inspired by what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? These frames are going low. But I might step outside just to get a better frame per second. But man, for real. And so, you know, even if sometimes I'm just inspiring myself and I'm like, man, even if it don't look like I'm doing something, I gotta keep doing it. I gotta keep doing it. And then again, and then do it again. And then do it one more, and do it again, bro. Just keep going. But that's hard. It's hard. I've seen movies and people like, hey man, I didn't have nothing, you know, but I kept going. When people didn't believe in me, I believed in myself. I believed in the process. I trusted in God or Yahuwah or whoever it was. Like, I trusted, you know, and it took years. It took a long time, but I found a way. Like Mr. Beast, oh my gosh, bro. Mr. Beast is a good example. I don't know how he blew up, but he did. He was like, man, he posted something when he was 13 saying that I'm going to get 1 million subscribers. Look at him now. Look at him now. 450 million. 450 million? And you wanted only 1,000? I mean, not 1,000, I'm sorry, 1 million? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But it shows that the process is there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to find their own little part to play. Everybody can't be, you know, the football player. Everybody can't be the soccer player. But whatever God put in front of you to do, whatever is in front of you and around you, you use it to the best of your ability, you know? The frames are crazy. Let's step outside. Let's see if we can get a better reception. Come on, Maka. Where'd she go? Let's get a better reception, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, that's a crazy reception, bro. Let's see if we can get a better rep. Man, that's crazy, ain't it? Bro, homeless. Literally the Western dream of rags to riches. It's crazy. Man, this frame is crazy, y'all. I don't know why my frames are going so slow. Come on. Come on. Come on, get out. Come on, Maka. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Isn't that powerful, though? You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, they just take that believing, you know, that you want better for yourself. You deserve better. But that's all the inspiration we need, you know? That's all the inspiration we need to keep going, to keep working, you know? And sometimes I got to look at these videos myself, because sometimes I'm like, bro, this is not working, you know? This is not going to happen, you know? And I got to come back to my own videos and say, man, Elijah, you remember what you said earlier? Like, you going to keep pushing. You going to grind no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's not just about you. It's about It's about others too. You know what I'm saying? When you give to others and your kids can see that you are a hard worker, it makes a whole lot of a difference. It gives them that bar. You know what I'm saying? That bar that they like, hey, if my dad did it, I can do it too. Or I'm going to be better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be better. I'm going to be better than he was. Or, you know what I'm saying? He didn't give up. At least it can have that example to know that it's possible. You know? And I believe that makes the world of a difference. You know? Like right now, I want to be hungry enough to say that this isn't enough, but I want to be happy with what I have. You know? You know? I want to be able to dream and like I can tell y'all some of my dreams. What is some of y'all dreams? What are some things that y'all want? Some goals that y'all want to push for that it might seem like a dream. It might seem like only the few among us can do, but no. Like for me, a dream for me is making money on YouTube, for real. Keep going. Man. And that's, like a goal for me is like, make money on YouTube. First step is to get 500 subscribers. And then after that, get 1,000, make better content. I want to make better content. Fix this dang on slow frame rate, I'm going to have to be willing to buy in. I might have to go get a better phone plan, Yeah, it might cost more money, but if I want to achieve my goals, then that's what I might have to do. Very possible. You know what I'm saying? You make some good beats, bro. You make some good beats. So, you know what I'm saying? And then there's one thing my coach told me. I think this is the biggest thing, as far as us as young creators, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my coach told me, is like, it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? So we got to surround ourselves with the people that can step us up to that next level. We need to we need to find, I think it was a beautiful thing, what I'm saying, us, making a song, collabing together, working together, and us doing that, what I'm saying, it helps each other, what I'm saying. And just think about it that way, what I'm saying. So it's, what I'm saying, we have to surround ourselves with those type of people. Some people, what I'm saying, think about what I was just saying about Cassinet and Mike Epps, like those collaborations and those, like us working together, what I'm saying, it makes a world of a difference, and I think that's where the start is. Because I'm going to be honest, like, I just started my little lawn care business, far as, like, work. And, I bought a box truck and whatnot. And at first, I was doing it by myself. At first, I was just, like, I can do this. I'm going to go ahead and cut this person's grass, by myself. But I realized something, it'd be way easier if I had help. It'd be way easier and better if I worked with my brother, or I worked with my cousin, or worked with somebody, what I'm saying. It's a win-win situation. I might have to cut some of my money away, but the benefit of working with people it it made a world of a difference. You know what I'm saying? It really did. Um, you know what I'm saying? We making way more money than if I was working by myself. You know what I'm saying? I can only do so much by myself. You know, I can only do so much. But when you start putting people together, you know, it's power in the people, literally. It's power in the people. Exactly. Work hard. You know, believe in yourself and work hard. Be patient. I mean, this me is not only talking to y'all, but talking to myself to encourage myself to like, okay, let's get to it now. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it again. You know, it was the other day. Like, was that Monday? Today's Friday. Like, I didn't feel like playing basketball. I'm from Kansas. Kansas. Yep, I'm from Kansas in the States. But yeah, you know, my fault. Let me think about what I was about to say. I totally just kind of lost what I was about to say. But oh yeah, about the gym story. Like me going to playing basketball. You know, stuff was going wrong. The dang on light wasn't working, and frames was going slow, like this. But and I kind of just I didn't find the motivation, you know, to play basketball. But I had to encourage myself. I had to encourage myself on the realest note. Like, I have to show up even when I don't want to. I got to show up even when it don't seem like it's worth it. Yeah. Here, let me see. My is authentic and then the underscore E. So you spell authentic underscore E. I don't use my Instagram that much, but I'm gonna definitely get back on it. You know, I definitely need to get more on more social medias and stuff. But yeah, it's you gotta show up every day. Show up and be productive and believe in myself. You know, believe in yourself. You know, and I feel like that's everything. You know, that's everything. Just to show up. Some days you got the motivation. Some days it's like, bro, I'm not feeling it today. You know what I'm saying? I think about a lot of great people. You know, a lot of people that did some powerful stuff. You know, I think about like Michael Jordan. You know, they say he was playing when he was sick. You got a whole fever playing a whole NBA game. You know what I'm saying? You showing up even if it's hard, you know? And that's when that's when it matters the most. Showing up when there's no views, showing up when there is views, showing up when you don't have the money, and then showing up when you do in every situation. Show up, you know? Treat it like it's everything. Man. And that's the thing, bro. That's sometimes just you just gotta grind, you know. So I hope that, you know, this was an inspiration to others, but also was an inspiration to myself to know, like, for one, like, we can't stop now. It's too much on the line, you know. You know, it's believing. You gotta believe that it's gonna work itself out. You know, trust yourself. Trust yourself. RC Carson, I love your positive energy too, bro. I appreciate it for sure. And this is definitely it's rising up a spirit in me. Like, okay, this don't happen. You know, things might not be perfect, and it's probably in a materialistic world. It's probably never gonna be perfect, but on the inside, I can do everything I can to make sure that I'm a better person. You know, I show love to the ones that's close to me. You know, and I think that in itself is everything. You know, even though the day might seem like it's not going right, things might seem like they're not going right, but you know, we are adaptable people. You know, we'll figure it out. Like, okay, that didn't work out. Let me go figure out something else to do. Maybe I can go do this, or let me try something different. You know, and that's everything. You know. Come on now. Come on now, RC Carson. Come on now. Yes, sir. Yes, exactly. Oh, but yeah, definitely. Very right, man. Just wait till you get to the other side. Wait till the sky clears up. Man, he like that was. I don't know if y'all seen the movie um, Forrest Gump. I mean, like, basically, I'm just gonna give you a little correlation, like, just to let you understand what I'm trying to say. Like in the movie Forrest Gump, it's kind of an old movie, and Forrest he bought a boat. You know, head to the gym, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying, we gonna definitely make some more music. I appreciate you. I really do. Um, man. So yeah, just definitely for sure. And but yeah, Forrest they was in the storm. You know, they wasn't getting no shrimp in the sea, but that storm, when they was in the midst of the storm, they was the only boat that survived. And then after that, they basically became millionaires because they made it through the storm. All the other boats crashed. All the other boats didn't make it. And he was the only one. They was the only boat out there getting a lot of shrimp, getting all the things that they could get because they was willing to get through the storm. And they loved every bit of it. They loved every bit of it. Going through the storm, having to get water out the boat, you know, going through the struggle. But they made it out. They made it out. Do you work? Yeah, I work. I got my own little business. Right now, it just rained where I was at. So right now, just I'm really waiting for the grass to dry up a little bit. I have a job later on in the day as well. But, you know, this is my point. You know, I had to adjust. You know, I'd rather do something rather than nothing. You know, and so definitely, I definitely work. But my goal is to keep streaming, to keep going, keep making music, and see where it takes me. You know what I'm saying? So I know these frames per second is crazy. Yeah, you know, it's just we got to keep going. We gotta keep going. And I wanna make better content. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna cost. I know it's gonna cost. I know it's gonna be in, for sure. For real. For sure. I appreciate you, RC Carson, for sure. Got to. But I'm inspired. I really am. Especially when I get on here, y'all commenting, y'all interacting. You know, I promise you, this YouTube is. At first, I was nothing. But yeah, it's been a difference. Just because y'all being supportive, y'all interacting, y'all appreciating the person that I am, and I appreciate y'all. So it's definitely been a boost. Sir Mega in the Philippines, inspiring me to make some more Bible stories. So y'all definitely are a big help to streamers. You know what I'm saying? They see the support and the love. They want to come back. They want to keep grinding. Like even for me off stream, it motivates me. I'm like, okay, let me work hard while I'm cutting grass, while I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It is my dog, Mocha. Mocha, come on over here, Mocha. Come here, Mocha. She is Mocha. Yeah. She wanted somebody to say something to her. But yeah. Exactly. I feel like longest is a good thing, and you've got a good heart behind it. And I feel like that's everything. That's everything. I think, like, the person Constant presents himself to be is a very natural young kid that's just doing it. Asho Speed is a good, good person that it's just they energy is just, it looks natural. It don't look like they trying too hard. It is the person that they've become. So, and I really want to, I'm not saying I want to be like them, but the inspiration to be yourself is everything, to believe in yourself. I promise you, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but like when I didn't make this move, when I was at the city job and I was on the border of saying I wanted to leave and I didn't want to work there no more, nobody believed me. Nobody believed that, like, Elijah, you can work for yourself and you can buy a truck and start cutting grass and start doing things on your own. Nobody believed me, They thought I wouldn't be able to do it. They thought it was going to be too hard. You know what I'm saying? Literally, it was people that literally didn't believe that I could even make it through the summer. They were saying that they don't know that I should probably stay there. The benefits at the city job, or the insurance and all this health stuff, like, yeah, you need that, and your kids need that. But at the same time, I understood them, like, man, yeah, it will be hard, but I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to keep going. I'm willing to put belt to button and grind, bro. And even if it gets hard, even if I'm on my last dollar, I'm going to still figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to do what I have to do, And that's just the truth. Man, and I think that's exactly. I see that's the beauty of trying to figure it out, and like like you saying, R.C. Carson, like, excuse me. That's the beauty of it. Like at first, I was just knocking on people's doors. Like I would go out 5 o'clock in the morning, knock on people's doors, leave cards, and that's how I started. You know, but now I'm at the end of the summer, going into fall. It's like I learned so much. I've learned so much just because I went out on a limb and figured it out. I learned so much. Like I never even knew how to work a chainsaw for real until this year. Until I went out my way and bought chainsaws. Until I went out and went to go buy the tool. Then that's when I learned how to use a chainsaw. You know? It took me to buy FL Studio to learn how to make music. It took me to hear people say, Elijah, you need to make this song a little better. You could did this better. You could have did that better. I'm like, all right, I'm going to eat that and I'm going to use it and I'm going to be better. You know? I'm going to be better. I'm going to stand up, you know, figure it out. You know, I probably bought like 2 different chainsaws because I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, why isn't it working? It's breaking. It's not working. But, you know, now we were like, okay, yeah, we know what's wrong with it. We know how to fix it. We learned this. We have to buy so much different parts to the chainsaw. But now I know how to use the chainsaw. At least a little better than I did at the beginning. You know? But that's what it takes. It takes you figuring it out. You know? Nobody comes out the womb knowing everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out here and learn. You got to get out here and figure it out. You know, babies crawling to them rolling over. They figuring it out. They learning baby steps, little bit by little. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you have to learn. Man, from the ground. That's tough, you know? And it's a beauty in it. You're like, man, look how much I've been through to get to this point. How much blood, sweat, and tears went into this. You know? How many times where I felt like giving up. How many times it looked like I wasn't going to make it. But I'm here. You know? People always, you know what I'm saying? That's just it, bro. And so we need to believe in ourselves. Believe that we have a purpose. It ain't his purpose, that purpose. No, it's whatever Yahuwah got for you, you know, and what's in store for you. Whatever's in front of you, you do it to the best of your ability, and you'll see what happens. And then in the process, you inspiring others. They like, man, you know, like my brother, like, he was like, man, he said, believe it or not, and this is my older brother, by the way, he was like, I wanted to be like you. And I'm older. I mean, this is no boasting, but this is what he said. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to take it too much, you know, but it's deep, you know, to see that your positive things, what you do, can inspire others. Excuse me, to be better, to push theyself, you know. I'm like, dang, look at him doing that. Look at this person doing that. They doing it, and They didn't get there overnight. It took them years. It took them a long time to get where they got. But they did everything they could. They worked hard. So we can't dodge hard work. That's just part of it. You can't dodge it. You gotta walk right into it. I'm gonna do what it takes. I'm gonna get the job done. I'm going to get the job done, period. No matter what it takes. I'm gonna be the best son I can be. I'm gonna be the best husband I can be. I'm gonna be the best whatever. The musician, best student at school. I'm gonna be the best I can be because this is where Yahuwah got me. This is just a part of the plan, you know? So yes, sir, definitely an RC question for sure. I think that's where I've kind of been messing up, not really posting my work, you know, showing my beginning and after products and stuff like that. I'm gonna do that more for sure. You know, I think that's a part of it too. In every situation. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. I really do. I'm inspired, Archie Carson. I'm inspired for sure. You know, I'm inspired to do something better, to keep going, to never give up. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Dragon Ball Z, but or played the video game, but Goku had a finish move that it was called Dragon Fist, and it was in the movie as well. I mean, he was like, if I don't, who will? You know? If I don't, who will? If I don't, who will? If I don't get up this morning to make the money, then who will? If I don't go to school and be the best person I can be and actually learn, then nobody else gonna be able to learn from me. You know? So that's everything. So I'm just at that point where I'm like, the weight is on my shoulders, but it's a mountain to climb. But I know I can do it. I know I can finish. You know? It might not look like it to everybody else. They might be looking at me like, dang, that's a lot to do. Okay, it is a lot to do, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But I think we just have to surround ourselves with positive people. Surround ourselves with that right vibe and energy. Because we're going to feed off of it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to feed off that. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that you even would consider that, you know? I just got to get there, you know? They say I needed 500 subscribers to even do something similar to that. And RC Carson, once again, that was very motivational right there. Very motivational. Very motivational. I'm not gonna lie, RC Carson, you just lit something else up inside of me to say, let's go get this frames per second fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, and I'm gonna get there. I'm inspired for sure. I appreciate it, bro. I can't lie, bro. That's powerful. No. I'm not gonna lie, RC Carson. After this, yeah, I'm gonna make something happen for sure. After this stream, I'm about to go talk to this phone playing people, and we're gonna get this fixed. Cause people like you and Sir Mega and bro, y'all inspiring me, bro. Y'all pushing me to keep going, even when others ain't. Even when the closest people around me ain't. Y'all doing that, bro. And I appreciate it. Going to school, y'all going to the gym, bro. Like, y'all doing what y'all doing. And I wish the best for y'all. You know, I hope that y'all inspired as just as much as I am today. Because it's very powerful. Like, very powerful. Very powerful, I promise you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we can build each other up. All because of who we surround ourselves with. I appreciate it. And y'all inspired me. It's like we on that same tune. We on that same, some people call it vibration or the spirit, whatever. But it's powerful. And I feel it. I feel it inside my heart. You know, I really do. I do. I do. And it make me just like, okay, let's take a step. Let's take that next step of faith and make it a little better, you know? So, but RC Carson, you just gave me the next instructions to do is to, for one, keep going, advertise my business, you know, and keep going, you know. But I think I know what I'm gonna do, and whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it, you know. You'll see, watch, you'll see a difference. These frames per second is not gonna be the same. They not. You know, I know my words are really not adding up with the video, but they will. No matter the cost, literally. No matter the cost. But with that being said, I feel that the eagerness and the drive to go do something. That's how I feel it right now. So that's what leads me to want to end this stream right now, because I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. And I'm inspired for sure. So I'm about to get on it. I'm about to get on it on the realest note. I'm about to get on it. Mucka, you want to say something to everybody? Here. Okay, here, Mucka, look. You want to say? But, yeah. I'm inspired. RC Carson, everybody that tuned in or who haven't or about to watch this video later, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting, the comments, the energy that is beyond my words that I can express. I don't know if you can see me. I know that light is everywhere. But I appreciate y'all. I do. In the most sincere way. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to create some motion, create some action. Bye, Mocha. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next live stream. I'll see y'all in the next comment. Whatever it is, I appreciate y'all. You know? And I'll make sure I show that appreciation. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to get to it. Watch. Peace.